Alright, YouTube. So basically, there's an issue with like, how do I say this? There's an issue with like the gaming community, and that issue is, well, most of the time it's players. Sometimes it's devs, but most of the times it's players, and not all players, but specifically the sweats in games. Alright, so like people who are good at the game, like you can be good at the game and not sweat. I don't know if you understand that, but like there's people who are good at games, but they don't sweat at the game. Like they don't be overly good, or well, I won't say overly good, but they won't be doing too much. Yeah, right. So like a sweat, in my definition, is a player who is like good at the game and does way too much to prove that they're good at the game. And that's a big problem because most times people aren't playing the game to like be the best or whatnot. They're playing the game to have fun. And I'm not talking about like this game, this is just background, but I'm talking about like competitive games in general. Most people just play games to have fun, and the sweats are kind of like ruining the experience, sorry, for those players who are trying to have fun in the game. Let's say battleground games, for example. They that's a very competitive like genre of games. You know, you have to fight other people. But what makes it like lose its fun is like, you know, when you're in a server and then, you know, you maybe come across someone who has like, I don't know, 20k kills. A person could have 20k kills or like 5,000 kills even, and they wouldn't sweat at the game. You know, they could still have fun. They could still like, you know, fight you 1v1 you and still have fun. But then there's the people who has like 20k kills and they won't even let you hit them. You know, they just be doing too much for no reason. And I mean, like, you might say, oh, that's a skill issue, just get better at the game. But it's more than just getting better at the game. The whole point of playing games is to have fun with your friends or by yourself, maybe. And if there's people who are sweating or doing too much in a game for no reason at that, it kind of ruins the fun of the game. I know at some point there's like, you know, there's just this one guy, you're like, oh, I want to play against this guy, or like, let's say you're in a server, okay, and then someone joins in, they're like 20k kills, and immediately they're just killing everyone is having fun, and then the guy come in, or the person come in, sorry, and they just kill everyone, you know, completely getting rid of the competition of the game. Because remember, competitive games, it's supposed to be competitive. You're supposed to be going against other people, you know, having fun and whatnot. But if there's like people who are sweats at games, they remove the competition from the game. In my opinion, they remove the competition from the game. They are making themselves a removable object, basically. And once there's a removable object, there's nothing much you or anyone else could do to well do anything against it. And in my opinion, that ruins the fun of many games. And remember, once again, I'm not talking about like Roblox specifically. Let's just put, for example, Fortnite. So Fortnite has build mode and it has zero build, and the reason I think that they added zero build is so that players who can't like build as fast as others would have to worry about, you know, building. Because one of the memes back in, I think it was like whenever Fortnite was like popular, there was a meme where you would shoot a guy one time and then, you know, he would build a castle just to like protect himself. That's what I consider a sweat. He doing absolutely too much for no reason, completely killing the fun of the game. And zero build, you don't have to worry about those type of things because, well, you don't have to really come across sets. It all comes down to like, you know, individual skills. I mean, technically, building you know, a structure within a specific amount of time, that's kind of like skill as well. But what I'm trying to say is like, it's not fun to come across someone or like have to go against somebody who's like if they die in the game is like they're gonna die in real life, you know. And that's just unnecessary behavior, you know. In my opinion, it's unnecessary behavior. Even in games like Call of Duty, it's mostly in competitive games like Call of Duty, fighting games like Mortal Kombat, even FIFA, basketball, or whatnot. Overly sweating in the game generally ruins the fun, not even like just for yourself, but for others. And what I mean by for yourself, think about it, right? What's the point of you playing a game if you're not having fun? And I know for a fact that people who are sweating in games, they don't have fun. Like, they don't have fun. Like, you're doing too much. Look at battleground games, for example. Imagine a new player is coming into the game and they're trying to learn or trying to play with your friends just to have fun of it. And then here you come with like 10k kills or whatnot, and you just completely destroy them, right? I'm not saying, oh, you should go in and lose to them, but you should go in and not do too much, you know. You should still try to have fun in the game, because sweating ruins the fun for people who are new, people who aren't as good as you, and even for yourself, like I said before. And I think that's like a problem with gaming community, is that people are too egoistical. Like they have too much high of an ego. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to lose, all right? Like you could want to be good at the game and not want to lose, but that doesn't mean you have to sweat at the game. That doesn't mean you have to be, oh, I don't want this guy to touch me at all. I mean, if you're playing with your friends and you're like, oh, I want to be my friend without him touching me at all in the fight, cause you know they can just be funny or whatnot, that's fine, right? But you don't have to bring that all the time. You don't like have to be doing all that for no reason all the time. That's like not fun at all. And even for a game like this, Attack on Titan Revolution, like let's say you go in a public server and then, you know, you go in a lobby, you see like two people in the lobby, they're like level, I'd say 150, maybe 200, 5 stars or whatnot, and you only just got the 5-star, or they just created a lobby, a random lobby, and you got in, right? You're not necessarily a high rank or anything, but you get in. Now the moment the game starts, immediately 5 titans die. This is just for example, by the way. Immediately 5 titans die. You haven't even like gotten to see a titan as yet, and before you even know it, the match ends, because the two guys, they killed every single titan within, I don't know, 1 minute. Sometimes it's necessary to do that because, like, you know, time trial, you're trying to complete a certain mission or whatnot. But at the end of the day, the person who didn't get any kills, they didn't get any experience, they didn't get any, you know, any fun of the game, because they didn't get to do anything. All they did was spawn in and look for a titan, and before they could even find one, the mission was ended. So in situations like that, you need to understand, like, it's not okay to be overly sweaty. So a player won't get any experience if they don't get to do anything, and most of the time it's not fun. I've seen multiple videos on TikTok or on YouTube of people who are like good at games. They like use that as like an overly advantage, you know, like they're trying to go against someone who's not as good as them, and they're just not giving the person a chance to learn anything. And I'm gonna say this now, I'll be honest, I was kind of a noob in Call of Duty Mobile, or COD Mobile, whatever you want to call it, but I kind of quit the game because of the fact that it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun going up against people, or it wasn't fun playing the game because of the overly competitive people ruining the fun of the game. Like people who like know all the spawn locations because they live in the game. They play the game every day, all day, play the game for a living basically. They know all spawn locations, and the moment you spawn in, you die. How is that fun? There's nothing you could do against something like that. Even though you would like know the spawn locations as well, basically whoever dies first, they lose. And that's not fun. That's not how the game is supposed to be played. The game is like a shooting game. You're supposed to be, you know, running around looking for people and, you know, killing them and whatnot, or killing each other. Oh, I don't know if I say it on YouTube, but you know, it is what it is. But you get what I mean? Like, there's no fun in you just seeing the reload screen or the respawn screen. And before you say it's a skill issue, I know it's a skill issue. Maybe I should get better at the game. But then if I were to get better at the game, and then I were to just be killing the person the moment they spawn in, or not giving them a chance to have fun or do anything, then I would be in the same situation as the sweat. Alright? Mind you, I'm not trying to like say, oh, you shouldn't win games. I'm saying that you shouldn't not have fun. The point of games is to have fun. You know? It's for you to play games with people, your friends or randoms, so you can have fun with them. How would you have fun if there's no competition? There's no type of like pressure or anything. There's just you just killing and you just, you know, even in games like horror games lose its essence after a point, because eventually you get accustomed to the game. Like, oh, you know that if you walk through this room, the monster gonna jump scare you, and you know you're gonna be expecting it, so it wouldn't be as scary, so it wouldn't be as fun for you. That's why like certain games where the monsters are random, like let's say for like Phasmophobia, for example, those games are like fun because the monsters is like, it's random every time. All right, it's random every time. You wouldn't know what to expect, you know. So that's what keeps the competition going for a little while. It was what keeps the adrenaline going for a little while, until you get like overly good at the game and you could easily guess which monster it is from like the beginning of it. Then you wouldn't be having fun because you're not playing the game. Right? You're not gonna be having fun because you're not playing the game. You're just spawning in, getting the ghosts, and then leaving. Rinse and repeat. While people who are like generally trying to have fun and not trying to sweat at the game, they're gonna spawn in, they're gonna explore, they're gonna get jump scares, they're gonna run and have fun with their friends, and they're gonna have fun. But you who are sweat, you're not gonna feel anything, because you know that's not how you should be playing games. You should be playing games to have fun. Many people quit games for two reasons. Either they're tired of getting bullied or tired of getting outdone by sweats, or the sweats are quitting games because it's not that they accomplished everything, it's just that they lack fun. They lost what it means to have fun playing a game. They immediately kill everyone in a lobby. They immediately become the strongest in the lobby. They find clues immediately, aka killing the essence of what it means to play a game. So therefore they quit the game because there's nothing more for them to do. There's nothing more for them to have fun. And that's a big problem in the gaming community, because, well, it's games, it's for you to have fun. So how can you have fun if you're not enjoying the game actually? And yeah, that's about it. That's all I have to say. I'm sorry for like the bad commentary, you know. I'm like in the middle of the matches and trying to focus, but I got this idea from a video I came across on TikTok. I'll try to like put the link in the description down below. But basically it showed that the Bacon player doesn't want to play I think it's JJS. Yeah, they don't want to play JJS anymore because of the fact that they keep losing. They're not saying that they're giving up, because oh, everyone wants to get better, okay? Everyone wants to get better. It's just that how can you possibly get better and have fun if there's sweats in the servers, if there's sweats who exist? Mind you, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be good at the game. Once more, I'm not saying you shouldn't be good at games. I'm just saying that you can't have fun if you're doing too much, you know? You can't have fun if you're doing too much. You're gonna build a castle the moment you get shot at, just for you to barely get any type of like it's not fun anymore. After a point, it's not fun anymore. But anyways, thanks for watching, or thanks for listening, I should say. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below your own opinions, you know, and yeah, share the video, subscribe, whatnot, and yeah, bye bye.